everything
exactly
on top, like what women used to do 50 years ago. You're still taking care of all of that, plus you're
plus
working.
more.
And then you're worried about the rest of your family too, not only just...
Well, I heard women, they don't like to ask for help.
No.
You know, like, I mean, not women, mothers don't
we tend
like,
not to. We try to do it on our own, which is not good.
But that's what causes the burnout.
Breakdown. It does.
Right?
It
so
does.
why are you mothers not asking for help?
Because you want to be there. You want to be there in every area of your child's life. You want to be there 24/7. Of course, we know we can't do that, right?
You're trying to accept that.
You want to have hands on, make sure.
Yeah. It was the hardest thing for me to ask. Well, my mother-in-law is the best, and it was the hardest thing for me to ask her to just bridge that gap between my husband's and I shift, because we wanted to do it all, of course, with God's help. And it came to the point where, like, we're going to have to ask Mom, you know.
But that is with God's help.
Of course.
You know, so
it's true. Because He strategically placed people in your life to help, right?
The right people for you.
I will say now, God placed people around us to support us and to give us that lift. And don't take it for granted. Use them.
With your anniversary you just celebrated, you asked your mother-in-law to step in for 3 days.
For 3 days.
And you and your husband went to Miami.
Key West. It was awesome.
Now, what you said to me when you mentioned that to me, you said, Denise, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a child of God, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, and I have all these caps.
To juggle.
And each one of them are relationships. And like I've been saying in my past shows, to a relationship with Christ, a relationship with the Holy Spirit,
it's nurturing.
It is. It sets every relationship right in your life. And you said to me, I have to take care of these relationships. I have to take care of, be the mother.
And being the wife.
Being the wife. And you said that it's your anniversary and you are going to celebrate what, 12 years? 12 wonderful, beautiful years.
And we went away and we made a pact not to talk about the kids.
Wow. And not worry about them.
Not worry about that.
You didn't call?
That was difficult for me, I must say.
Call?
I did call once. I had to give in and I called once. And my mother-in-law, God bless her soul, she's like, don't call back again. They're fine. And I'm like, okay. And, but no, it was difficult, but it was also good for Paul and myself. That's my husband's name. It was good for Paul and I just to be away, to reconnect with each other. Because juggling, you know, school and kids and the work schedule that we both have.
You can forget each other.
Yes,
you just
but
remember
you know, that just stuck, you know, to me. You do forget each other.
You do.
You would. Like, and I find a lot of women do.
You do. Because everything is about the kids. How about, how are you doing? How
because they're forgetting their wives as well.
You need to make that effort with your husband to spend that time. Like, you need to make the effort to... Right now, as busy as you get, to still have your relationship with the Holy Spirit, everything, those things are important. So that effort needs to be put in there. It needs to, in order for everything, and it does. It works out. You don't know how. You think it's all going to fall apart, and it all works out beautifully.
Well, you know, because we have an excellent spirit living inside of us.
We do.
That is my tagline for everything I do, everywhere I go. We have an excellent spirit living inside of us. We cannot fail.
No, we
you
can't.
know, we can't be disadvantaged, right? I want you to look into our camera and tell our viewers, encourage them, and let them know, just say how those working mothers that are trying really hard, don't know how to make the work-life balance, how they could do it. Like just a word of encouragement to them.
A word of encouragement, faith. You know, I've done it by myself, and with faith and like I said, with the grace of God, I've done it by myself, and I'm doing it married, and I know you can do it as long as you believe and you have that faith. That is so important, and you know that you're going to be taken care of.
And for me, through God, all things are possible.
All things.
All things are possible. It may seem difficult, and it may seem like it's a mountain that you can't get over. But with God and with your support that God places in your life, you can do it. You know, don't be afraid to ask for help, and God will put the right help that you're comfortable with in your life.
You look back at it.
I know we're thinking about. I just want to say, how about when for mothers, those women who they don't get along with, you know, like they don't want other people to have a hand in their child when like helping them out. I don't understand how, like, okay, you know how you had your mother-in-law help. A lot of people don't want to go to their in-laws because in-laws don't want to help. How do those women do it?
If it's not your in-laws, I'm sure there's a girlfriend. God will always have somebody in your life.
Story.
Yeah.
No matter who it is. It could be in-laws, it could be a family member, it could be a very good friend. You know,
what
or
about
a church
date nights?
member.
Date nights. You have date nights, you told me.
you
Tell me about date
do.
nights.
You have to have date nights.
You do have
because
to.
That's really the only time.
What is date night?
You get it. You know what? Date night can just even be sitting at home watching a movie, but making sure that we're communicating. That is so important. If I lose that communication with Robert, then we're going to lose each other. So we make sure everything's always open. We're also a united front when it comes to children. You stand there together, and you know. But date nights are just, it doesn't matter what you do. You can go out and have a piece of cake, or you can go out and watch a movie, but even staying home and just enjoying each other's company.
With
But
each
you know,
other. That's awesome.
Date nights also, I'm just thinking about this, is the single mothers. Because they're probably saying, what about me? I don't have, like, you know, a husband. But they can also have date nights in the sense of themselves. Go to the spa. Take care of yourself. Like, you know, call on that girlfriend.
Or go a weekend away by yourself, or a night out on your own.
Take care, go to the movies with your girlfriends.
You need that time. Even when
I do that with my friends.
Yes, even married though.
Girlfriends. You need to.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to cultivate that relationship as well with your girlfriends, of course.
Well, I thank you, ladies. I know I'm going to be okay. When I get married and I have children, I will be able to balance it through the grace of God, His ability, His increase in strength. I'll be able to do it. And I know I have the two of you as my help. I can come to you and say, look at my baby.
Here's my baby. I'm going away.
Take care of them.
Friends, thank you very much for allowing us into your homes today. I know that you have been encouraged. You have received great insight. And as I've been saying, that it is so vital for a relationship with Jesus, vital for a relationship with the Holy Spirit to help you. Because grace is God's ability. God's ability to work in you, God's ability to catapult you to that next level, God's ability to give you wisdom, give you knowledge to be able, if you come up into a challenging situation where you feel as if you got to be the super mother and you got to go to work, you got to do all this stuff, it's not impossible. Ask for help. We've been discussing asking for help, but you know who your key helper is? The Holy Spirit is your key helper. That is who you ask for help for. That is the first key person you call to. He is going to help you, and then He's going to show you those individuals that are around you to help you.